So you made Malekith so interesting because he wasn't a vacant shell of a villain. He was calculated, he was very complex, and very patient and calculated. What did you do to just really pull such an interesting dichotomy for this character?
I worked with a very good director. I think Alan Taylor, when I met him for the role, was very passionate that the Dark Elves were complex, were formidable, and had their own mythology, which is why we gave them the language. So it was about Alan, really, and I always felt that our director was an honorary Dark Elf. I think he almost sided with the Dark Elves. So that was a great advantage for me.
Speaking of the language, what was it like to literally learn a new language that was created for this?
Yeah, it was very, very interesting. Because not only do you have to identify where the separate words are stressed, but you have to think about the music of the language, the accent, if you like, the dialect. And between myself and Ada Worley and the dialect coach, we worked at that. Usually when we're in makeup together for long makeup calls, we'd run the lines, and Ada Worley would do something, and I'd try and copy that, and vice versa. And it's great to see yourself on screen, looking so different and sounding so different.
Looking so fierce. How long did all that take?
Took about 6 hours to
Wow.
to get the full Malekith effect. Yeah.
Did it feel naked after a while with it off?
Yeah. What it did feel actually when it was on was very natural. It's so advanced now, prosthetic makeup, that it just felt like extra skin. It felt like it breathed. I felt that I had control of it. It didn't feel like it was controlling me.
So superhero films are so on this level that we never could have expected. But the comic book and material has been around for generations.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about this decade that has just helped elevate these films to a different level?
That's a quite difficult question. I think these films work best. Sci-fi films, comic book films, when they deal with human dilemmas. And what you have in Thor, for all his power, for all his superpowers, really, he's in love with a human being. He has problems with his brother. He has problems with his mother and father. And he has problems in his society. He feels he doesn't fit. So there are very human dilemmas that this superhero figure goes through. I think that's whenever it's grounded in the human. And I think the humor of the film helps that.
So one of the most interesting parts about this story is the Loki and Thor relationship.
Yeah.
Because it's so polarizing and complex.
Yeah.
Why do you think fans love them so much?
Because I think they see that in their own lives. It's very, they have great enmity, they don't trust each other, but there's still some love there, and that's developed in this film. Really is developed about. I just see there's a complexity to it that people feel is present in their own lives.
Absolutely. So why do you think AMC theater audiences are going to love this movie?
Because it's funny. It provides all the traditional sci-fi stunts and special effects and beautiful CGI, but I think it's we try to ground it in reality. We try to make the Dark Elves world, for instance, and Asgard look as real as possible. We didn't want it shiny. We wanted it dirty and gritty, and the humour and some great performances, I think.
You are among them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We can't wait to have it on AMC screens.
Okay, thank you.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.